All right, coming to the stage. This gentleman really hits it hard. You can see him fucking everywhere. He's always grinding. Please give a huge round of applause for Budsy, everybody. Budsy!
Yeah, I'm not grinding. I mean, that's associated with that social media grinder, and I tell people if you have to explain your jokes, they're not funny. But there's some jokes that you have to explain. Well, does anybody not know what the term cis means? It's a millennial term. It's actually Latin for stays the same. And what it's cis means you were born one way, you're still that way, and you want to stay that way. It's like a man was born with a penis. He still has his penis, and he wants to keep his penis. And a woman was born with a vagina, still has a vagina, and wants to keep it. And it's like, I moved here from Portland, Oregon, about a little bit over a year ago, to open up a cannabis consumption lounge and a barbecue restaurant. And does anybody like either one of those? Woo! Anybody like barbecue? Because, see, somebody was talking earlier about something about education. Now, I've had a lot of education in my life, but I cook barbecue now, and that's where I'm at. I'm actually, I call people, tell me I'm Budsy to people. I used to be Uncle Budsy, the barbecue cook. And I quit being Uncle Budsy because it was freaking out these millennial women, these young white millennial women, that when I said I was Uncle Budsy, they reminded them of their creepy uncle that molested them when they were 11 years old. So I didn't want to be Uncle Budsy anymore. But how I became Uncle Budsy, the original Uncle Budsy, he was a Jamaican fellow. He actually immigrated back to Dallas, and I know this is not funny, but this is my story. But the original Uncle Budsy, I'm Uncle Budsy 2 years old. The original Uncle Budsy moved to Dallas, Fort Worth in 1964, and he told me he used to smoke ganja with Jimmy Cliff and Bob Marley back in 9 Miles, Jamaica. And so, my real name is Mike, and he used to call me Mickey Mon. And he'd say, Mickey Mon, he'd hold up a Budaroo. He'd say, Mickey Mon, you want to smoke some Budsies? And he was the uncle of my best friend back when I was 13 or 15. And what I started calling him Uncle Budsy. And because his real name was Baptiste Adu, and Baptiste, he was a dope-smoking, pussy-getting, 40-ounce drinking barbecue cook. And when you're 14 years old, you think, that's the guy I want to grow up to be. And so, Uncle Budsy, I know this is not funny, so I'm going to get back to being funny. And originally I was going to talk about the 6 different types of women that I've meeting here since I've been back on the dating circuit here in Las Vegas. Because I moved here about a year ago, and I'm looking for a new female companion. And my ideal relationship is a monogamous relationship. I want to be with 1 or maybe 2 women that want to make me want to be monogamous. But my ideal relationship, because I'm a cis male lesbian, and I tell you, you think this comedy stuff is difficult? There's a lot of great comedians here in Las Vegas. I mean, you've seen a bunch that have gone up already. But you think this is tough being a comedian here with all the competition? You should try to go into a lesbian bar and convince the lipstick girlfriend of a female truck driver that you're Jada Pinkett Smith and you're just here for a few days looking for some action. And I said, you're not Jada Pinkett Smith. I said, oh, yes, I am. Yeah. I said, no, you aren't. You're a white man with a beard. And I said, well, I will admit that I'm a white Jamaican. I learned how to cook barbecue from a Jamaican fella. And so I'm a white, and it's not because I got this 12-inch Mandingo warrior thing. It's like, I tell women, my best traits are my fingers, thumbs, and hands, my lips, tongue, and mouth. Because after about an hour or two of that, a woman thinks my thing's about 12 inches long. But I will tell you that, you know, being a white Jamaican, and I tell the ladies in the lesbian bar, as a matter of fact, I went to a bar, a regular bar here this last week. I got thrown out of it because I was talking to some of the other lesbians there. We were having a good time. We were conversing. They were laughing at my jokes. They were thinking I was funny. Everything was going great until this, well, she says it's a skinny white dude pretending like he's a woman, and I don't know whether they hasn't removed or not. Like I said, I'm not transgender. I'm not on the Leah Thomas swim team. You know, and I will tell you this. What I see with this, that I have, you know, and I'm not, you know, I don't have a problem with anybody's race, religion, color, creed, gender, sexual orientation, none of this. I have no problem. What I have a problem with is when people have a problem with who I am. I'm a straight white male, cis male lesbian. And that's actually, I would say, I'm already a unicorn in this society. I'm being a straight white male. And I used to be Dr. Budsy. And I was actually a dental surgeon. I was a dentist. I wasn't a medical doctor. And the thing is, if I had been a medical doctor, I am sure I would have been a gynecologist. And I know for a fact I've gone to prison for that. But I will tell you that, you know, I have enjoyed my stay here and we're all in kind of a state. The thing is, I do believe this is kind of like a prison here, this planet. We go through different turmoils and things, but we should all just enjoy our life. Yes. Like I said, there's too many people hating on other people. I think a lot of it is that we put a lot of attention on surface things like race, religion, color, creed, gender, sexual orientation. We put a lot of emphasis on this, which we should actually, on this planet, and it's not known that well, we have 6 different species here. Most people think we only have one species, which is human. But there are reptilians out there. And I know this may sound crazy and weird. And I do say I am a medical marijuana patient. I have been one for almost 10 years. So the thing about cannabis, it allows a person to attain a state of being happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I would rather be happy crazy than sad, depressive crazy. I mean, is everybody having a good time here? And, you know, life is meant to be enjoyed. I mean, we're here in the physical realm, in a sentient body, and we should be able to intermingle among ourselves. And I'm not saying we're going to have an orgy. Except, any ladies, my ideal relationship, I do want a monogamous relationship with 1 to 2 hot, cis, bisexual females between the ages of, say, 22 and 37. And the millennial generation, and That's, and I know I am an old fart. You know, I'm a short, old, bald-headed white guy. But what is it about us old, short, bald-headed white guys that women can't seem to get enough of? It's our money. And I have, you know, some people know this, some people don't, but if you count all the bigamy and common law marriages, I have been married and divorced 6 times. And I'm looking for probably number 7 and 8 current ones. I love women. I am not a misogynist. I love women. But usually the ones that hate or misogynist, or people that they claim to be misogynists, are actually misogynists. They're man-hating men or women that don't like people like me. So let's all get along and let's live life like it should. Y'all have a good evening.
Give it up for Budsy, everybody. Budsy. Catch him in your DMs at 2:30 in the morning. Misogyny, yes. Alright, that's it. No, I get it. No, you know, in Budsy's defense, listen, a lot of girls have a lot of complaints about men. There's a lot to complain about men, and I understand why. All we did was build the whole fucking world. The whole goddamn world. Every fucking street and fucking power line that you see out there. Nobody's fighting for equality on bricklaying. There's not enough women bricklayers. What the fuck is that about?
Ready when you is. Yeah.
It's true though. It's true though. For every dollar that a man makes welding at the bottom of the ocean, a woman makes 73 cents working in a daycare. That is bullshit, everybody. That is bullshit. That is fucking sexism. Don't you wish you could fuck your way to the top, Joe? Don't you